Monday, April 11. This is the news on PBCJ. I am Simone Absalom. The Ministry of Tourism and the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information have agreed to put aside some $100 million to establish a tourism curriculum for secondary schools starting September. A move that is geared towards providing certification for the hospitality workforce. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett, speaking at the graduation ceremony for the first cohort of Jamaica Center of Tourism Innovation, JCTI, noted that as of Monday, April 9, the JCTI would be morphing into a section of the Department of Tourism Innovation under the Tourism Enhancement Fund. The JCTI was launched in November of last year as a 3-month pilot rollout aimed at increasing access to graduates in culinary arts, hospitality, and tourism to supervisory and management jobs in the sector. A meeting is scheduled to take place today involving National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang and attorney Abe Dabdoob, who represents Managing Director of O'Brien's International Car Sales and Rentals, Clement E. Banks. The parties are expected to discuss O'Brien's failure to provide the remaining used cars to the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Last month, the National Security Ministry said it had referred to the fraud squad the contract for O'Brien's to supply used cars to the force. Mr. Dabdoob said the company would meet with the National Security Minister to seek to arrive at a settlement. The probe by Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, into the use of mortars by the military in the 2010 security operations in West Kingston remains stalled 2 years after the Judicial Review Court reserved judgment on whether it would be allowed to proceed. INDECOM Commissioner Terence Williams says no date has been given for a decision to be handed down. The matter was taken to court by the Jamaica Defence Force after it obtained certificates granting immunity from investigation to the soldiers involved. Then National Security Minister Peter Bunting also issued a certificate blocking the military from disclosing any sensitive or secret documents to INDECOM. Meanwhile, INDECOM Commissioner Terence Williams says the wait for judgment is affecting the investigation and discharge of justice in the human rights issue. $77 million has been earmarked as the government's contribution to legal fees for 10 policemen who've been before the criminal court for various crimes, including murder. The attorneys representing the policemen had requested a total of $108 million from the government in legal fees. But Information Minister Senator Will Reid says Cabinet approved about $77 million after negotiating with the attorneys representing the policemen. Last week, Supreme Court Judge Glenn Brown threatened to throw out one of the death squad cases if the Cabinet failed to pay the attorneys. In regional news, the cost of natural disasters hit a record US $144 billion last year. This, according to a study released on Tuesday from one of the world's top reinsurance firms, Swiss Re. A full US $90 billion of those losses were caused by 3 hurricanes, Harvey, Irma, and Maria, that battered the United States and the Caribbean. The company's chief for catastrophes, Martin Bertog, warned that insurers need to be prepared for more years that see multiple severe hurricanes. Bertog said in a statement, quote, "This is important from a risk management perspective as it will help insurers and ultimately society be better prepared for similar magnitude events in the future." End quote. Multiple insurers reported severe financial losses linked to the string of significant natural disasters in 2017. In sports, as the Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast in Australia continues, history was made as Jamaica copped its first gold in the steeplechase in a major event. Jamaica's Aisha Prott stunned 2015 World Under-18 and 2016 World Under-20 champion Celestine Chapol of Kenya to win the gold. Prot left the competition behind to win in a time of 9:21. Chapol managed to take silver, clocking 9:22.61, while compatriot and defending champion Purity Curry was third in 9:25.74. Also, Jamaican pair of Ronald Levy and Hansel Parchment took gold and silver in the final of the 110 meters hurdles on Tuesday. Levy broke the tape at 13.19 seconds, edging out Parchment in 13.22, with Australia's Nicholas Ho third in 13.38. The third Jamaican schoolboy, LeJoy Russell of Calabar, finished in 8th. Jamaica's female triple jumpers also grabbed a quinella, with Kimberly Williams winning gold and Sharika Ricketts taking silver. Javon Francis then increased the Jamaican medal tally when he claimed bronze in the men's 400 meters final to close the show. And that's the news. Do stay with us. The weather report is next. This is PBCJ's weather report. Thanks so much for staying with us. Let's start as usual with our local currents. We're looking to Kingston this afternoon. We can expect temperatures between 24 and 29 degrees Celsius. We're seeing a forecast of sunny skies today, but we could get some scattered showers in certain areas of Kingston this evening. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. Over the next 7 days, we're seeing a chance of rainfall in Kingston going into next week, certain areas. We're also seeing temperatures between 22 and 30 degrees Celsius forecast for Kingston. Let's take a look at the western end of the island. We're looking at today's forecast for Montego Bay. This afternoon, we're expecting temperatures between 22 and 28 degrees Celsius. We're seeing cloudy conditions but sunny skies predominantly forecast for Montego Bay. We're also seeing some cloudy conditions forecast for this evening. In our 7-day forecast for Montego Bay, we're looking at a 20% chance of rainfall today. We're also seeing rainfall forecast for the weekend, 50% chance on Friday, and that goes up to 60% chance of rainfall on Saturday. We're looking at temperatures between 22 and 28 degrees Celsius. Across the island today, though, we can expect temperatures between 28 and 32 degrees Celsius. We should also expect sunny skies throughout most parishes, but we could get some rainfall over there in Negril. Cloudy conditions are forecast for St. Thomas. Let's take a look at our forecast for tomorrow across Jamaica. We're expecting temperatures between 28 and 32 degrees Celsius. We're also expecting rainfall throughout several parishes. We're seeing rainfall forecast for over there in St. Anne, over in Portland, St. Thomas, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth as well. In our forecast for tomorrow, for the Caribbean region, we're seeing rainfall in several areas, several parts of the Caribbean. We're looking at rainfall forecast for Cuba, over there in Antigua and Grenada as well. We're seeing cloudy skies forecast for Nassau, Bahamas. And in our travel planner, we look to the United States. We're looking at Los Angeles, Miami, New York, and Atlanta. Warm temperatures forecast for Los Angeles, Miami, and Atlanta. It's a little less cold in New York. We're seeing a maximum temperature 15 degrees Celsius. We're also expecting snowfall in certain areas. Sunny skies predominantly over there in Atlanta. And that's it for the weather report. Thanks so much for making it once again PBCJ. I'm Simone Absalom. Pleasant viewing.